Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servants Homestead. Out here this evening, wanted to bring you guys along on what we're doing today. The weather has been so up and down lately, and we took this opportunity today since there was kind of a break in the weather. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. The sun was out today, so just wanted to show you guys one of the directions that we're taking here on the homestead. As you guys have been following us, you know that we've been running around since the end of last summer, gathering fruit trees, berry bushes, and all of that good stuff. So one of the things that we've decided to do this year that I'm excited about is to plant our own elderberry orchard along with the other berries that we're going to put in the orchard. Our goal this year, I've decided that we need to plant between 50 and 75 elderberry bushes. Now, typically we would go out and forage for wild elderberries. That's what I'm known for doing. I do make elderberry syrup. I do make elderberry tincture, elderberry sea moss, and those things in the past have been made from wild elderberries that we forage. Well, this particular past year when we were out foraging, I noticed that a lot of the elderberry patches that I would visit have been dwindling on down. These chickens are out here just won't let me be great, but that's okay. It's winding down and they're foraging and doing their own thing. But a lot of the patches that I would typically frequent for the elderberries have been dwindling on down. And to be honest with you, we should have had our own elderberry patch a while ago. So no time like the present to get that started. So what I do have here are my little pots that I've repurposed from last year. I get asked a lot, what do I use to start my seeds in? And so I'll kill two birds with one stone and show you guys that. Me, I'm not really particular or fancy as to what I use. Typically, this Jiffy seed starting mix here, that stuff is very pricey, but and so what I do is I stretch that with the raised bed potting mix. So I mix these two together. These chickens just won't let me be great. I mix these two together depending on what I'm starting, because this is elderberry and typically it'll be going outside in the ground anyway. I use a significant amount of this one right here, mix a little this. I actually put 2 bags of this one in there, and then a little perlite for drainage. And as you can see, that is what this is here. See? So, and then that'll be what I'll be using to pot up these elderberry cuttings, which I did take last week, this batch here. And as you can see, like I've told you guys in the past, elderberry cuttings are so easy to grow. Most of these have new growth on them already from the nodes. So that lets me know that within a week's time, that let me know that these are healthy enough. And I'll give you a little up close. See the new growth here? And so this new growth lets me know that these are ready to be planted. So that's what I'm doing now. And come springtime, when it's time for us to plant everything in our orchard, these will be good and healthy and ready. So the goal is to plant at least 30 of them in the orchard, and then about 20 to 30 of them on the perimeter of the property and throughout other areas. So that's our goal. I'm super excited about it. I know we probably will not get elderberry off of these particular cuttings and bushes this year, but next year I'm quite sure that we'll get some. I actually have about 10, if not a few more, that came up in the compost pile. I had some elderberries that I had gathered and put them in the freezer to clean up and dehydrate at a later date. My son took them out of the freezer and didn't replace them when he got what he was looking for, and those went bad. So we threw them in the compost pile. And as a matter of fact, I'll take you guys over there and show you those now. Hold on. Okay, guys, so this is our old compost pile. And as you can see, this tall thing here that is towering over me by at least 2.5 feet is elderberry. All of this here needs to be dug up. These are different elderberry trees that have come up out of the compost. We've already moved several of them, and the ones that we did move earlier this year are about this height as well. So we do have several established elderberry trees or bushes that are already on the property, and we will be adding to that. So I haven't decided if I'm going to move these into the orchard that's going to house the 30 bushes, or if I'm going to put these on the parameters and throughout. But I think we're off to a good start. So I'll definitely have to forage the elderberries that I'm going to be using for my tinctures and for my syrup this year. But the following year, I'm looking forward to harvesting tons of elderberries. So just wanted to bring you guys along and let us know what kind of berries that you guys are going to be adding to your orchard, if anything. Okay? Peace and blessings.